Hi everyone, welcome back to day 36 out of 100 posting on YouTube every day for 100 days. Today I am going to talk about commitment and how 30 days was a challenge, but 100 days is actually a totally different thing. It is more than a challenge. I think this is actually the real challenge for me, because even though there was a part of me that thought I couldn't do 30 days, I somehow did it. Go me. But also now I am at the point where I told myself I want to do 100 days and it made me really excited, and now I'm actually having difficulty doing it because it requires a lot more focus and dedication in my whole entire life, rather than just posting a YouTube video and calling it a day. And it's a little embarrassing to come on here and admit that, but at the same time, I think the only way I was gonna learn is by doing. So I don't think I've heard anyone's, like, you can put into words how hard it is to do a challenge for 100 days, but you can't put into words exactly every single day and what you go through every single day on the inside, and how you catch yourself wanting to try harder, but then at the same time just doing your best. But your best reaches a point where it actually becomes your normal, and then you're like, oh wait, I have to go, I'll level up. I have to level up now. So that is kind of where I am, because in the beginning I wasn't used to posting at all, and now that I am, I have to get more creative in terms of the way I post, what I'm posting, pay more attention. I have been paying more attention to what people watch, and I think I have to give it more time, more work in terms of time. So more hours just plain working, especially on the actual resources and tools I want to create. I have to spend hours making them, and I've barely started, so there's a whole entire lot for me to learn in that section, and on top of learning and doing YouTube at the same time, and making, like, leveling up my YouTube game. So I think I'm just grateful that this is the beginning, because if I had a real audience, I mean, I have 10 people subscribe to me, but if I had people that were commenting and really active, I mean, I would be letting them down. I wouldn't be, giving them what they need, and I wouldn't be consistent in terms of quality. So I'm just really thankful for this beginning, because it's like a grace period where I get to learn and kind of play in the dirt and realize when I have to keep going, and when I hit a threshold, and when I have to surpass that threshold and level up. So it's really fun. I'm honestly having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. And I've never worked so much for free, and actually, I've never done work before that I just plain love. So, and I love this. I did hear Hormozy say in one of his videos that he was being interviewed that people start off loving content creation and then they kind of start not loving it. Fingers crossed that I still love it. And I think it's because you have to get really technical at some point and you have to pay a lot of attention to what people want and you can't just post whatever. But we'll see when it comes to my channel. Maybe I can just, maybe I'm a trailblazer. I don't know. The thing is, like, at the same time, I don't know what's in the future for me, which is super exciting. Yeah, so I'm just excited. I'm really happy. And I don't know, I feel kind of weird calling it like this is my business. I mean, that is what it's becoming, but at the same time, it's so much bigger than that. And I think because it's so much bigger than that, that's why it will work out. Yeah, so there's a lot of satisfaction knowing that as well. I just have to keep working, leveling up, and actually put the hours in. I've been slacking on putting the hours in. I've been kind of prioritizing other people. So I think the awesome thing is that one of the big things I want to educate people on is not doing that and prioritizing yourself. And in order for me to do this and provide that education to you guys, I have to literally follow what I'm saying. Like, I have to, or like this doesn't work, YouTube doesn't work, and school doesn't work. There's just nothing. So that's kind of awesome. Like, that's kind of what I love about the topic I picked and the topic I want to help people with, is that at the same time I'm learning and I'm mastering what I'm learning about being authentic and leading a higher quality life in front of you in these videos. So it's like super, like it's not gonna get more real than this. Because if you're getting a day-by-day play, I mean, like, there's a lot of masters out there and they can tell you what they went through and what they were feeling, but they can't go back in time, record themselves actively progressing towards being more authentic and building themselves up to teach people. You just can't do that. You can't go back in time and do that. And I think that's something that's going to make the way I teach very unique, because it's going to be really, really recent, relevant, and I kind of have all these videos that document it and force me to be authentic. So yeah, it's kind of like, what is it called? When things are like inside of each other, like a Russian doll. So yeah, so I think that's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm very curious to where this is gonna lead next, because it's exciting realizing that my first goal was to just be able to post every day, and now that I'm able to do that, it's like, okay, I want to bring more. I want to bring a little bit more. So yeah, I don't even know what it's gonna be. Like, I don't know what that more is gonna be. I just know to put in more work and more hours, and the creative juices will flow and all come out. One thing will lead to another, and eventually I'll be able to create what I want and deliver that in its entirety and not just in pieces. So that's exactly why I love this beginning period, and I feel really lucky being able to document it, like planning my own success. So that's awesome. All right, see you guys around. Bye.